I have finally got my hands on one of these Microtech MSIs. And for those of you who don't know, this is a fairly new knife model from Microtech. The M390 blade, we have the G10 scales with the unique ram lock, which is some new technology from Microtech. They have the ram lock stitch as well, which is also a newer model. But when I first saw this knife come out, I was a little skeptical just because these are still pretty pricey, premiumly priced folding knives, and I was a little skeptical just because the G10 scales. And yes, you can get the scales in a few different colors, like you can also get them in black and OD green and maybe desert tan as well. But I can say that these G10 scales, they don't feel too bad. They feel pretty quality. Like, I don't know if you've ever handled a Benchmade Adamas, but they feel similar in quality to those G10 scales. Nice and contoured, no hot spots, super ergonomic. I have no complaints about the G10 whatsoever. Like, I don't even mind that it's not titanium. And so yeah, the blade, drop point Wharncliffe stonewashed blade, which is M390, just like most of Microtech knife steels. I'm not really sure what that, it says M390 MK. I'm not really sure what the MK stands for, but whatever. The blade is deployed from this fuller here, which works pretty well. I can admit the blade could be deployed slightly easier. Maybe I'm just not doing it right, but I feel like you really gotta like launch it. Get like some wrist flick too. But not a huge deal. Maybe I just gotta play with it a little bit and get used to it. Also, this knife might not be fully broken in yet, so that could play a factor. So yeah, the ram lock is basically just like an axis lock design, but I think better because of the switches. It's like the kind of the typical Microtech texturing on the switch, but obviously there's two of them, and it operates like your traditional axis lock. And you can deploy the blade from the axis lock, and then you can also do this weird like thumb flick thing, which kind of hurts, so maybe not. The pocket clip is reversible and is your pretty much your typical Microtech pocket clip, but it's a little bit different. As you can see, this one's like a deep carry, so I don't think you couldn't take this clip off and put it on a different Microtech. Like, you couldn't take this clip off and put it on an Ultratech or vice versa. But I'm not sure about the ram lock stitch though. Might have the same clip. We have this cool titanium backspacer with the jimping. We have the lanyard loop, which is in a pretty good practical spot here. I like that the opposite side where the clip could be changed to, it has this base plate. I don't know if that's what you would want to call it, but it's what I'm going to call it. Ergonomic factor is on point, no hot spots whatsoever. Definitely a uniquely shaped knife. It has like almost like an arc shape to it. When you hold it in the hand, the ergonomics are unique feeling. I don't know how else to describe it, but it makes sense saying it like that. We have this nice finger choil for choking up, as well as this little bit of finger ramp and the jimping here, which is not too aggressive, but just aggressive enough. The knife can be held in several different grip positions. You cannot go wrong with this. This is an amazing folding knife. Definitely worth the money. Doesn't feel cheap at all. Let me know what you think of this newer Microtech design, and would you carry it? Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my future knife review content. Peace.